Bhagavate Vas. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna. Dear devotees, wanted to seek the blessings of Radha Mata, Radha Shamsundar, Krishna, Balaram, Pal Gopal, and sing the Bhagavan Jagannath, Baladev, Gaunitai, Tulsi Marani, Haridas Thakur, Guru Parampara, Srila Prabhupada, Guru Maharaj, and the assembly devotees. So, we wanted to continue with chapter 52, or Canto 10, chapter 52, which is entitled Rukmini's Message to Lord Krishna. This chapter describes how Lord Balaram and Lord Krishna, running as if in fear, went to Dwarka. Then Lord Krishna heard the message of Rukmini from the mouth of a Brahmin and chose her as his wife. So, just finishing off yesterday's pastime with Muchukunda, with King Muchukund, shown mercy by Lord Sri Krishna, because they had this fantastic dialogue between them. He offered obeisances and circumambulated him. The king then left the cave and saw that humans, animals, trees, and plants were all smaller than when he had fallen asleep, because he had crossed the timeline of the yuga. So in the previous yuga, everybody was bigger. Muchukunda was huge. But now he's in a different yuga. This is Dwapar yuga. So everybody was smaller. From this, he could understand that the age of Kali was at hand. Thus, in the mood of detachment from all material association and absorbing the mind in Lord Krishna, he came to Gandhamadan mountain, where the king began worshipping the Supreme Lord Sri Hari by performing severe austerities. Sri Krishna returned to Mathura, which was still under siege by the barbarian army. This is the barbarian army of the demon Kala Yavan, which Muchukunda killed. He destroyed this army, collecting all the valuables the soldier had been carrying, and set off for Dwarka. Just then, Jarasandha arrived on the scene with a force of 23 Akshauhinis. Lord Krishna and Lord Balaram, acting as if fearful, left their riches aside and ran far away. He's known as Ranchor, running away from the battle. Of course, there's no question of fear, but here he is, Ranchor. Because Jarasandha could not appreciate.
Prabhu,
Yeah.
sorry to disturb. I can't see the writing. No.
Oh, okay. Let me see if I can read.
I can see okay.
Oh, okay. Let me just see if this helps. I'm just reloading it. Does this help? It should be on your screen now.
I can't. Wait,
I think you'll have to log out and log back in again.
Okay, all right, Prabhu.
Yeah, if you do that, I can wait. We can just pause. How are you, Naniben?
I'm good, Prabhuji. Yeah. Otherwise, I was just going.
No, that's it. Because Jarasandha could not appreciate their true power, he ran after them. After running a long way, Rama and Krishna came to a mountain named Pravarsana, Shana, and proceeded to climb it. Jarasandha thought they had hidden inside a cave and looked all over for them. Unable to find them, he built fires on all sides of the mountain. As the vegetation on the mountain slopes burst into flame, Krishna and Balaram jumped off the peak. After reaching the ground unseen by Jarasandha and his followers, they returned to Dwarka fort. So Dwarka is a long way away, which floated within the sea. Jarasandha, moreover, mistakenly thought that Balaram and Keshav had burned to death in the fire. Thus he withdrew his vast military force and returned to the Magad kingdom. So this is Krishna and Balaram. He's famously known as Ranchor, one who runs away from the battle. That's one of his opulences. He can do that without losing his reputation. So, and why did he do that? Why did he run away from Jarasandha? Because actually he wanted Jarasandha, he didn't want to kill Jarasandha. The reason, the purpose of killing Jarasandha was to keep getting these armies so that he can destroy the armies. So that purpose was still there. But he wanted Bhim to have the credit for killing Jarasandha. And that's going to happen later on. Otherwise, easily Krishna could have killed Jarasandha. At this point, Maharaj Parikshit asked a question. As Sri Shukadeva Goswami stated that Krishna married Rukmini, Sukadeva Goswami responded by beginning to narrate the history of the marriage of Lord Shri Krishna and Rukmini. Rukmini, the young daughter of Bhishmaka, king of Vidarbha, had heard of Krishna's beauty, strength, and other fine qualities. So where did she hear this? Sages used to visit the palace of Bhishmaka, and they used to relate the beauty, the magnificence of Krishna. She fell in love just by hearing about the qualities of Krishna. She therefore made up her mind that he would be the perfect husband for her. Lord Krishna also wanted to marry her. But although Rukmini's other relatives approved of her marriage to Krishna, her brother Rukmi was envious of the Lord and thus forbade her to marry him. Rukmi wanted her to marry Shishupal instead. And Shishupal is an eternal enemy of the Lord. Not eternal actually, but a long-standing enemy of the Lord. He's hated the Lord since his birth. And Shishupal was very, very demoniac mentality. And Shishupal actually is the third birth of Jay and Vijay. So Rukmini unhappily took up her duties in preparation for the marriage to Shishupal. But she also sent a trustworthy Brahmin to Krishna with a letter. So she wrote to Krishna and sent the Brahmin off to meet with Krishna. So when the Brahmin arrived in Dwarka, Sri Krishna properly honored him, just as he himself is worshipped by the demigods. After the Brahmin had eaten and rested, Sri Krishna, while massaging the Brahman's feet with his own hands, glorifies those Brahmins who are satisfied with their lot. And these are the Brahmins. They are self-satisfied. They're happy with what they have. Generally, they don't have much, but they have a lot of knowledge, a lot of gyan, a lot of bhakti. Saintly, prideless, and peaceful, they are the best well-wishers of all living beings. Krishna then asked the Brahmin why he had come. Thus questioned by Krishna, the Brahmin told him everything. Then the Brahmin opened Rukmini's letter and showed it to Lord Krishna. Rukmini Devi wrote, "Ever since I've heard about your qualities," so this is the letter, and such a wonderful letter. "Ever since I have heard about your qualities, my Lord, I have become completely attracted to you." All she had to do was hear. Didn't have to see the Lord. Didn't have to meet the Lord. She just heard about his qualities and she fell in love. "I have fixed my shameless mind upon you, O Krishna. I have chosen you as my husband and I surrender myself to you. Without fail, please come before my marriage to Shishupal and take me away. Please come swiftly, O Almighty One. and make me your wife. My dear lotus-eyed lord, let Shishupal never touch the hero's portion like a jackal stealing the property of a lion. In accordance with family's custom, on the day before my marriage, I will visit the temple of goddess Ambika. That would be the best opportunity for you to appear and easily kidnap me. So Rukmini is giving him a wonderful idea as to when he can come. She's very practical and very desperate because Shishupal was a horrible person. She didn't want to marry him. If you do not show me this favor, I will give up my life by fasting and observing severe vows. Then perhaps after hundreds of lifetimes of endeavor, I will be able to obtain you. This is humility. This is wonderful humility. If we are thinking, I will see the Lord now, this is it, you know, it shows a lot of pride and arrogance. He chooses, he decides. We can have the desire, no doubt, but our mood can be, you know, I am so fallen. Perhaps after many, many lifetimes, I may get a little glimpse to become the Das, Nudas, Nudas. After this, the Brahmin stopped and waited for the Lord's response. So there's Krishna reading the letter from Rukmini. Amazing. Chapter 53. Krishna kidnaps Rukmini. This chapter describes how Lord Sri Krishna arrived in Kundina, the capital of Vidarbha, and kidnapped Rukmini in the presence of powerful enemies. Oh, very much. Good. After Lord Krishna had heard the Brahman messenger recite Rukmini's letter, the Lord said to him, so this is the Lord's reply, I am indeed attracted to Rukmini, and I know of her brother Rukmi's opposition to my marrying her. Of course, Lord knows everything. She has dedicated herself exclusively to me. Her beauty is flawless. And of course, Krishna is not necessarily referring to any material beauty. Rukmini is anyway a spiritual personality. But he's talking about her love for him, her pureness, her eagerness and sincerity. That's the beauty. Just as Rukmini's mind is fixed on me, see, the mind is fixed on me. My mind is fixed on her. I can't even sleep at night. I will bring her here, and therefore I must kidnap her after crushing all the low-class kings, just as one might generate fire from wood by friction. Since the solemnizing of vows between Rukmini and Shishupal was scheduled to occur in only 3 days, Lord Krishna had Daruka ready his chariot at once, yoked with the horses named Saibhya, Sugriva, Meghapushpa, and Balaharhaka. Then he mounted his chariot and led the Brahman and had the Brahman do likewise, and immediately set out for Vidarbha, which he reached after one night's travel. Of course, the Lord, he can travel quick. He went from Dwarka to Mathura to Dwarka very quickly. But sometimes, as part of the Leela, he'll take his time. So he got there overnight. King Bhishmaka is the father of Rukmini. He was a wonderful devotee, but he was trapped by his affection for his son, Rukmi. So he was prepared to give his daughter to Shishupal. Bhishmaka saw to all the necessary preparations. He had the city decorated in various ways. He had its main roads and intersections thoroughly cleansed by Brahmins chanting mantras of the Rig, Sama, and Yajurved. So, Dhamaghosh, the king of Chedi, that's Shishupal, having also done everything necessary to prepare for his son's marriage. Oh, sorry, this is the father of Shishupal. Arrived in Vidarbha. King Bhishmaka greeted him properly and gave him a place to stay. Many other kings such as Jarasan, Salva, Shalva, Dantavakra also came to witness the occasion. So Dantavakra is also the third birth of Jai Vijay. These enemies of Krishna had conspired to kidnap the bride if Krishna came. They had a feeling Krishna is going to come. They knew Rukmini's inclination was towards Krishna. And they also knew Krishna rivals them at every opportunity. So he's going to be there. They planned to fight him together and thus guarantee Shishupal his bride. Thus, those envious kings went to the wedding with their entire armies and a full complement of military conveyances. Hearing of these plans and Krishna's plan to steal the bride, Lord Baladev gathered his entire army and quickly went to Kundinapur. On the night before the wedding, Rukmini, about to retire, had still not seen either the Brahman or Krishna arrive. In anxiety, she cursed her bad fortune, thinking that perhaps the faultless Lord, even while preparing to come here, saw something contemptible in her, something not nice. Of course, that's not true. And therefore had not come to take her hand. So this is again that humility, which is very important. Krishna likes humility because he himself is humble. He took the position of chariot driver of his devotee Arjuna. That's humility. As she thought in this way, the young maiden whose mind had been stolen by Krishna closed her fear-filled eyes, remembering that there was still time. Just then, she felt her left side twitch, a good omen. Indeed, the Brahman shortly appeared thereafter, and with a joyful face and sneer movements, he related to her what Krishna had said, including his firm promise to marry her. Princess Vaidarbhi was overjoyed to learn of Krishna's arrival. Not finding anything to offer the Brahmin, she simply bowed down to him. When King Bhishmaka heard that Krishna and Balaram had arrived, he went out to greet them to the accompaniment of triumphant music. Yes, Riansh, you've got a question?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, go for it.
Prabhuji, did you were talking about Rukmini's marriage, like, Prabhuji?
Yes, she's written to him.
Shishupala wants to marry Rukmini, like, Prabhuji. Now, doesn't Rukmini's father know that Shishupala is bad?
Yes. And he had agreed for Shishupal to marry Rukmini, his daughter, because of Rukmi, his son. His son wanted Shishupal to marry Rukmini so that they can have a very powerful military alliance. So yes, his father had agreed, although he didn't like the idea. He also did not like Shishupal.
Prabhuji, is it the idea for Rukmini's father or Rukmini's brother to make Rukmini marry?
It was his brother's idea. Her brother's idea. Rukmi.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
thank you.
Yeah, yeah. His father actually he did not like the idea. But he didn't really have a choice because Rukmi was very strong in his opinion. So, yeah. No, good question. Huh? Thank you. Riyaj. So he went out to greet them, Krishna and Balaram, to the accompaniment of triumphant music. He worshipped the lords with various gifts and designated residences for them. Thus the king showed due respect to the lords, as he did to each of his numerous royal guests. The people of Vidarbha, seeing Lord Krishna, remarked to one another that he alone would be a suitable husband for Rukmini. They prayed that on the strength of whatever pious credit they had, Krishna might win Rukmini's hand. This is such a nice offering. Krishna doesn't need anybody's pious credits because he is the Supreme Lord. He can do whatever he wants. But when the devotee offers their pious credit to the Lord, he becomes so happy, even though he doesn't need anything, because he can see the love the donor has for him. It's really sweet. When the time came for Srimati Rukmini Devi to visit the temple of Sri Ambika, she proceeded there silently on foot, accompanied by her mothers and girlfriends and surrounded by many guards. Upon reaching the goddess's temple, Rukmini first washed her lotus feet and hands and then sipped water for purification. Thus sanctified and peaceful, she came into the presence of Mother Ambika. After bowing down to the deity, Rukmini prayed, "O Mother Ambika, wife of Lord Shiva, I repeatedly offer my obeisances unto you, together with your children. May Lord Krishna become my husband. Please grant this." Pretty direct. Rukmini worshipped the goddess with various paraphernalia, accepting prasad. Then she took the hand of her girlfriend and left the Ambika temple. So devotees of Krishna, they do pray to the devatas, Ambika, Katyayani, Shilochiva, but the prayer is usually based around Lord Krishna. Something to do with Krishna. Rukmini appeared as enchanting as the Lord's illusionary potency, who enchants even the sober and grave. She smiled sweetly, her jasmine bud teeth reflecting the glow of her bimba red lips. As she walked with the motion of a royal swan, the effulgence of her tinkling ankle bells beautified her feet. Seeing her inexpressible beauty, the great heroes present dropped their weapons and fell from their elephants, chariots, and horses to the ground unconscious. She was so beautiful, just mesmerized everyone. On the pretext of the procession, Rukmini displayed her beauty for Krishna alone. Rukmini walked with deliberate steps until she noticed Krishna. Then, as everyone looked on, Sri Krishna seized the princess, who was eager to mount his chariot. Like a lion claiming his rightful share from a band of jackals, he drove back all the opposing kings and slowly made his exit, followed by his associates. Jarasandha and the other kings, unable to bear their defeat and dishonor, loudly condemned themselves, declaring that this defamation was like a petty animal stealing away what rightfully belongs to the lion. Everybody's comparing themselves to the lion. This is Krishna taking Rukmini away on his chariot. Okay, okay, let's stop there. Any questions, any comments? We'll continue tomorrow. hopefully.
Prabhuji,
Yes, Nariman.
this may be a story, but I heard that Rukmani took the chariot reins in her hand.
Correct. Absolutely right.
Yeah, saying that she voluntarily going out with Krishna rather than Krishna kidnapping her.
That's it. Absolutely spot on. That's correct. And that might even come up. I can't remember in the Bhagavatam.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, but you are absolutely spot on. That Krishna wanted to make sure everybody knew she's coming because she wants to come.
And the second point, that we can pray to the demigods, provided it's all centered around our service or worship to Krishna, improve on our relationship with Krishna, and improve on our what I would say, our direction to go towards the Krishna's abode, rather than asking for material things.
Spot on. Because material things, they will come and go. But Krishna Bhakti, oh, so hard. And we can seek the help of the superior forces. Please help us. The gopis did that. Katyayani, they would pray to her. Yeah.
Rukmani prayed for
Rukmini.
Amrita.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, good.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Hare Krishna.
Makes sense. Thank you, Naniman. Appreciate
Thank
it. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's stop there unless there's anything else. Okay. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Shri Krishna Chandra Bhagavan ki jai, Rukmini Devi ki jai.